I wanted to demonstrate one of the pieces we're doing for the late spring pre-order. This one is, I call it a Manchette pedestal base long tom. Manchette is a French word for a frilled sleeve, and the pie crust rim on this with the split in the middle makes me think of the end of a frilly sleeve poking out of a coat. So of course, first of all, you have to center it, and then I'm opening it up all the way down to the wheel head to make the drainage hole. And from there, setting the floor, wanting to make sure it's got a thick enough base that it's going to be sturdy. And I want to compress the bottom so it has less chance of getting a crack and firing. And since this is a tall pot, I'm going to start with sort of collaring it up like that, because you have to make sure you keep it controlled and narrow as you're bringing it up. Otherwise, if you start too wide, you'll never get it narrowed back in. So one like this, I usually pull just once with my bare knuckle, once with a sponge, and my knuckle, or sometimes twice. Sometimes I do it twice just to make sure I'm getting enough clay from the bottom up. So you see how I'm trying to corral all that clay and get it in sort of a wave that I can move upwards. And now I'll bring it up with a steel rib. This is a great rib I got from my time at Witchford. The rib that they use there. It has a lot of versatility in how you can use it. So the pull with the rib is about distributing the clay evenly and also trying to kind of finalize and finish the shape in one smooth line. So to my eye, the form really starts to fall into place when I'm using the steel rib. And as I said, this is a pedestal piece, so I'm going to make a pedestal by cutting a little ridge here, and then going back with my sponge and fingers and pushing in on the base, letting that pedestal take form. Now I'm going to try and straighten it out a little bit more. And one of the distinctive things about this, and makes it sort of what makes me think of the word manchette, is that I do a split rim. That's where this point is really handy. And I want to compress it a little bit so that there's not a sharp edge that can get broken off. But from there, I'm going to make the pie crust. So having split the rim makes just a little bit more visual detail to that rim. Trim the base, Make sure my pedestal is the way I want it. And then it's ready to be stamped. This is my Wakefield handmade stamp, and sometimes it's a little tricky to get on exactly horizontal. Looks like I did it all right there. And then I put on number 6 for 6 pounds of clay. And then on the reverse side, my WH initials. There. So there we have it.